Okay, break. Ready. Down. Hut. Set. Ready. Ready. Set, go. Set. Ready. Set. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Let's go. Go. Ready, set. Hut, hut. Come on, set. Set up. Set up. Ready. Ready up. Hut. Let's go now. Ready, ready, set, go. Ready, ready. On the ready. Ready, ready. On the set. Go. Here we go, set. Hut, hut. Down. Get up. Set. Ready. 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 Set. Hut. Set. Set, go. Ready, break. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready. Okay, ready. Let's go. Go. Come on, set. Hut, hut. Set up. Set up. On the double. Ready. Let's go now. Let's go. Ready, ready. Hut. Here we go. Shot. Set, go.
It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Las Vegas. It's the Chiefs and the Raiders. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And
goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Richardson to throw off play action. His throw incomplete.
That's tremendous field position. Following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now the first carry here for their running back. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Richardson working from the gun. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Richardson off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Richardson on fourth down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. In motion goes the tight end. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Pacheco once again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 3rd and 12. From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. That one goes for 24 yards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Richardson looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bowers. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Shifts by him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got White here. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Rolling. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Wilkins able to get him for a loss of about 3. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity. An opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On this stage, championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Richardson. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
As a lineman. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 3rd down and 13. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here's A.J. Cole now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raiders offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That is caught. He'll have the first down and more than that. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Fires quickly to White. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And we've got an injured player, and that's Travis Kelsey, who appears to be in a bit of discomfort. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack. Brandon Smith with a nice rush to get him down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback. Don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Richardson working from the gun. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Richardson to throw off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Now Richardson. That's to Bowers once again. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Shreds the tackle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Richardson. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now here comes Kansas City. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he'll get this to the 32. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. In motion, the tight end. Now Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets. And it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And again, it's Mahomes. Give him a couple on the scramble at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Hey, let's go!
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
19, Charger, 19.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Now Richardson back to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They got 29 yards that time. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. Your opponent, you just worry about what you're doing.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Oh, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early. Oh, they they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because this is something I thought would be at the game by now, but sometimes these head coaches and special teams coordinators, they just can't help themselves. It's a fake extra point, but sure enough, it winds up working out for 2 points.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. The Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.